This video is about to get very, very personal. So here we are getting more frequent with these videos, and as the title says, this video is about my firsts, and no, it's not exactly about what you think it's going to be about. This is all about my firsts of things and stuff and places, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a tag that I decided to do. My first tweet. My first tweet, as far as I'm aware, was literally me saying, Twitter, let's be having ya. Yeah. My first YouTube video. Now, my first YouTube video, as far as I'm aware, was me and my other friend called Paul. We recorded a song in the youth centre in Limerick, and yeah, it was okay, I suppose. Long hair. Ugh. Back in those days, it's just, you know, it's how it was. The first person I subscribed to on YouTube, I think the first person really was PewDiePie. I think because I was only new into YouTube, so he was the main person that came up for me. First profile picture. My first profile picture on Facebook was not embarrassing at all, really. It's back in my skateboarding days, and this is basically it here. And it's not too bad, I suppose, but I haven't been skateboarding for at least 4 or 5 years, roughly around then. Do you still talk to your first love? I do still talk to my first love. We never really lost contact with each other, so I suppose that's a good thing. You know, we never kind of stopped talking. We've always been good friends, and I suppose that's how it's always going to be. What was my first alcohol drink? The first alcoholic drink I think I had when I was 15 in Spain, and I had a bottle of Blue Wicked, and I thought I was like the top dog. I was like, yeah, look at me, I'm 15, drinking a bottle of Blue Wicked. What was your first job? My first job was as a barman / waiter. It was a family bar back in Spain, in Mallorca, and obviously because the family bar is pretty much made to work, but I loved every single second of it. What was my first car? I've never had a car, but the first thing I owned with wheels that I purchased, again, a skateboard. Best way to travel around. Just, who was the first person to text me today? Gotta check that actually. The first person to text me today was actually someone I'm starting to talk to recently. You know, just someone. Who was the first person I thought of this morning? The first person I thought of this morning really was me. I was hungry and needed to go to work. Does that count at all? Probably not, but I wasn't really thinking of anything else. Who was my first teacher? From what I can remember, my first teacher was a guy called Mr. Elwood, I think it was. Mr. Elwood or Edwood. He was the cricket captain of my school in England, and yeah, that was my first teacher. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? The first time I went on an airplane, I was roughly about 5 years old. I went to Disneyland Paris with the parents. Who was your first best friend? My first best friend was a guy called Adrian. Basically, we went to school together in Ireland. We've known each other now for the past 7 years, I think. I consider him my first after proper best friend. So yeah, that's him. And do we still talk? Yeah, we still talk. We actually work together now as well, and we pretty much go out nearly every weekend. What was your first concert? Now, my first concert, I was 4 years old. My father took me to the local park at night with this big huge stage set up, and it was Black Lace. Now if you haven't heard of Black Lace, I'm pretty sure you have heard of them at some kind of like children's discos kind of a thing. Now when I mean children's discos, I mean young. There's like all the stuff like I am the music man, and I come from down your way, and yeah. God. First movie I remember seeing. Now the first movie I remember seeing was the one that's basically my childhood memory, is Toy Story. I loved that movie all throughout my childhood. I still love it today. Not gonna lie, it was a bit of a tearjerker in Toy Story 3. We had to let his toys go. The one movie though that scarred me in my head, I can never get this out of my brain, was my sister's fault. She put me on the top bunk of the bed when I was like 4 or 5 or 6, and I couldn't get down because I was afraid of heights, and she put on Hellraiser. Now I nearly wet myself. I could not get down from the bed, and my sister put on this movie and went downstairs and closed the door. That's family love for you. First sport you were involved in. First sport I was involved in was a good old game of cricket. Actually no, I'll take that back. It was rugby first, and then I went to soccer, and then, football back in England. And then after that I went to cricket. I don't know why, but every time I say cricket I have to go cricket. First thing you do when you get home. First thing I do genuinely is turn on the computer or my phone, and I go through YouTube, I go through Twitter. I love my social media, it's all I ever do. I really need to get out more. So yeah, that's my first video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Now with my Y.O.P update, my year of positives, again I haven't had a chance to vlog this week because I've literally just been going out, having too much fun with my friends and working all the time. But the one highlight of my week was we went out to go play darts with a load of friends, and yeah, after darts, this happened.
Yeah, okay, Paul.
Shit at darts.
Oh! I think he's dead.
Yeah, the funniest thing is he got hurt more than I did. The reason of this, I used to love WWE wrestling, and I am currently halfway in talks to go to Dublin to actually have a day of training with the Irish Whip wrestling crowd, and I'm going to film all of it, and I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. People that I tag, a few people that requested, so Laura Kenny, Connor O'Brien, you stud, Saoirse McNally. If you haven't done it guys, I also tag Cian Ducrow, Cian Toomey, Beck Boop, you should go check out that channel as well, Melanie Murphy and Shane as a joint video hopefully. I tag you guys as well if you haven't done it already. And last but not least, I tag a guy with the YouTube name Worried Bubble. This guy also did a video where he basically talked about Irish YouTubers getting more recognition and getting spread around more, and he wants YouTube to kind of come up with some sort of a space where all Irish YouTubers can go and interact and possibly collab. I think it'd be a great idea. He also made a petition that he would love all of you to sign. I would love you guys to sign it. So that's it guys, another week's video done. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please comment down below, let me know what you thought of the video, and don't forget to sign the petition. All the links and information will be in the description down below where you can go to sign it. So that's it, yeah. I'll see you all very soon, hopefully with another video next week. Talk to you later.